Hello and welcome to the Market Ladder. I'm Joel and I'm the Chief Market Technician here, and today we're going to be talking about the bullish breakout in the stock market. Today is May 29th. Happy Memorial Day. I hope you were able to thank a veteran today for all they do for us. Alright, so today's analysis is going to be with the SPY, which tracks the S&P 500, as well as the QQQ ETF, which tracks the NASDAQ. So both of the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are indexes that comprise of a lot of stocks, and they're considered to be very good bellwethers of what the overall stock market is doing. First, a little bit of legalese. I am not a financial advisor. Investing in the stock market is inherently dangerous, so please take any trades at your own risk, and any information provided here is for informational purposes only. Thank you. All right, so we were talking a little bit about a bullish breakout, and first I want to show you this chart that I've been showing for probably a month now. But this is the ETF SPY, which again tracks the S&P 500, and this is a weekly chart. So every candle on this chart represents a week's worth of price action. So you can see this chart here goes all the way back to 2021, where it was bullish, and then pretty much all of 2022 was bearish. So it was making lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. But right at the beginning of 2023, you could say it changed character, and now it's showing a bullish characteristic. So this high has taken out that high, and this low has taken out that low. So don't overcomplicate your trading. If you're new to this, really look for the simplest things to tell you which direction the market is going. And this is an interesting chart as well. This again is the S&P 500 weekly chart. But as you zoom in on it, you see this what we call a rounding base. And this is a very bullish phenomenon, and it happens quite frequently. And so you can see the lows. If you sort of plot that line across all the lows of the price action for 2022 and going into 2023, you can see that it is making a nice round shape, and then we call that a rounding base. And right here at the end, we've had a breakout. So you can see that this area of resistance here, shaded in red, is now green, because we now see that as a support zone rather than as a resistance zone. So this was all resistance for 2022, except for this little breakout right here, which was a false breakout. So those will occur from time to time. But what I want to also show you on this chart is that we've had very good volume at key points. So this, you can see this volume here where I've shaded in yellow. It's above the moving average, or it shows you that it's above average volume. And so that would be for this area here. And the second area is right here. So this volume was also coming in above average. So you like to see that at the bottoms, and when it kicks back up. And again, it sort of tried to come down a little bit. Volume came in, buyers came in, and it pushed back up. So both of these are bullish indications. And if you again take a look back at here, back in August when you did push through, we had less than average volume. So that's a suspect breakout to begin with. And it didn't last long. 2 weeks later, it's down again below the red line. So now we've had this breakout here shaded in green, and you can see that these are both at average or just above average volume. So I believe that we do have a true breakout now, and that's why we've color coded that as a green support area. So we do have a bullish breakout in progress. Now, what we did on this chart, or what I did, is we're just looking now at, we've zoomed in. It's the same exact chart, except we've zoomed in, and every candle now is a daily representation of the price action. So if you look at this candle right here, that would be pretty close to the beginning of February, and the candle shot up and it made a white candle, but that was a day's action early in February. And every candle on that is a day's action now instead of a week. So we've just really zoomed in on the chart so we can see price action a little more clearly. Again, I want to show you this volume right here. So as the price came down middle of March, we had really good volume pick up and then the price came back up through it. So we like to see that as a bullish indication. It came right up to that red area zone of resistance like we talked about earlier, and it kept trying to go through it, but really failed for over a month. And then just in the last week and a half, it has pushed through that, and it's pushed through that on pretty decent volume, which you like to see. And so we are right here. We have again shaded that area in green, showing a support zone, so that's very important. And last thing I want to show you on this chart, this RSI indicator, which I look at pretty much on every chart, but this is the relative strength index, and I've color coded that middle zone there as yellow. So once you get above that yellow, you're usually in a bullish market until it breaks down below that yellow. And you can see we've stayed above that from end of March of this year all the way through. It has tried to come through a touch and just test, but it has not gone through that yellow zone again. So we've been bullish for quite some time now, and then this final breakout above this resistance zone just confirms that we are in fact bullish. It's another bullish indication. All right, so on the next chart, this is just looking at the NASDAQ now. Previously we were looking at the S&P 500. So we look at the NASDAQ, and we do that through the lens of the QQQ ETF. And this is also bullish. I mean, you don't really even have to be a chart technician to see why this is bullish. It's just been going up. It kind of went sideways for a while. It did have a little bit of resistance here. It broke through that, and then it found support like we would expect. And then it's just really been shooting up for the entire month of May. Again, we had some really good volume in here through middle of March that just said, you know, as the price went down, a lot of buyers stepped in. It pushed it higher. It found that resistance, and it poked through pretty quickly. And now it's just been on a tear for the past month. So the NASDAQ is also bullish. I would be very hesitant about buying, you know, the NASDAQ now, just because it is getting a little bit overextended. As you can see, it's just kind of shot up so quickly, so fast, that we don't really want to trade that, but we do like to see that the NASDAQ, in addition to the S&P 500, is also bullish. All right, so in summary, price action is bullish because the S&P 500 did break out like we showed, and the NASDAQ also has the bullish price action. So if you're brand new to these terms, bullish just means that we expect that the market will go up in the near future, and on the other side of that would be bearish. So if we said bearish, we would expect the market to come down in the very near future. So that's it for the overall market summary. We will remain bullish until, let me just find that slide. This is the one I want to show you. So we're going to remain bullish until this, if it was to break down below that green zone, then we would go to a bearish or a slightly bearish stance. Okay, so until that happens, we will remain bullish. Okay, sorry about that. This would be the next slide. So for our TML members, the Market Ladder members, just real quickly here, we had another good week. Last week we had gains that closed out on Boyle, Dust, and Yang. These were half positions, but nonetheless we were able to take profits and close those out. And then we did have one stop loss on Cure. That is going to happen, so we just have to expect. We can't win them all, but we were profitable last week, so that is another good week posted into the record books. All right, so for the next week, or for tomorrow, as a matter of fact, we've got some new trades posted. Those are Koru, which is a South Korea bull ETF, as well as UTSL, and that's the Utilities Bull ETF as well. Both of those are leveraged ETFs, and those are bullish. So we want to see those rise in the next few days or coming weeks. And so that just, again, the next week we're putting on some more bullish trades because we are bullish on the overall market. A lot of that has to do with expectations that the debt limit ceiling has been lifted, and they will work through that. It's not finalized yet, so could be some more drama as that unfolds, but hopefully the debt ceiling limit will get passed, and that will not be a inflection point anymore for us to worry about. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as an old Star Wars fan will tell you, may the trays be with us. Okay, thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.